For Running on Empty, we're going to use the template of, again, a live acoustic version of the song so that you can replicate it with one acoustic guitar. Sounds absolutely great to my ears. Once again, he's got us in a different tuning. Open G with a small variation. Let's have a look at that tuning. Tune your first string down to D. The next three strings are all the same. Your second string stays at B. Third string stays on G. Fourth string stays on D. Fifth string tuned down to G. And the sixth string, we're going to tune all the way down to C, where it will feel very low and it might even rattle a bit on your guitar. But that's the tuning that he's in. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to run through each of the chords that you're going to need so that when we get into the song itself we can just call out the chord name and you'll know the shape. Wherever you see C over G on your song sheet, C/G, that's the second string first fret and the fourth string second fret, strumming all the strings. Wherever you see G, all fingers come off but your thumb up here touches the sixth string to kill it, so that you'll only hear the other five strings. That's your G chord. When you see E minor, you want this. It's nothing like you're used to playing E minor. Fourth string, second fret, and then the fifth and sixth strings at the fourth fret. Technically it's an E minor 7. But when you see E minor, that's going to be that chord shape. Now C is going to be one of two chords, and in the song itself I'll tell you which of the two it is. Right now let's just look at the first one. You want to try and hold down with your ring finger two strings, the fifth and fourth strings at the fifth fret. You'll probably end up killing the third string, or even fretting it. Maybe you're killing the second string. It really doesn't matter, that's the great thing. You could bar all five strings, or if you only get two, that's great. It really doesn't matter what you get here. We're going to call that our C chord for now. It is important that you use the ring finger there, although if that really doesn't work for you, then use another one. But using the ring finger makes the next chord change much easier, because C over B is the fifth string, fourth fret, and nothing else. And D7 has this middle finger coming down to the fifth string, second fret. Drop in the index finger on the second string, first fret, and the ring finger on the third string, second fret. And as that chord continues to be held down, at some point later on, if you can, it's not critical this, but if you can, hook that thumb over on the sixth string, second fret, to get a low D note there. That's optional, but if you can do it, it sounds great. Jackson Browne does do it. That's going to be your D7 chord. Okay, those chords will get us through almost all of the song. So let's get right into the song itself now. The intro, the first couple of bars, the first line of the intro goes like this. We can think of that as being the main riff to the song. That riff is going to come back several times. We've got our C over G chord, and we're going to strum all the strings. Now, let me give you a strum pattern, then I'm going to come back and talk about strum patterns. Down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. That second big up, you saw where my fingers came away, thumb came across to kill the sixth string, that was our G chord. When I say C in this little next sequence, I mean C over G. C, 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 G, 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 G. Now if you want a strum pattern for this song, that is it. Follow that strum pattern. But if you listen to Jackson Browne playing it, you'll hear that strum patterns are much more subtle than that, and this one is a good example. We can't just say it's down or up. Many times we're just hinting little touches of the strings, like this. So what I'm going to suggest to you is the strums that must be emphatic are the first down, 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 up, up, down. Those ones that I called out are the emphatic ones. Everything else, just hint at it. We do that 3 times. And then we hit the chord of E minor. And we can strum that for 2 bars. In the same strum pattern. If you're very comfortable with strumming, as many of you will be, you'll be playing this instinctively and strum whatever naturally comes to mind. But I know that many people like to hear a strum pattern, so that's what we're trying to do here. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now we get this descending sequence, the ring finger C chord. We're going to try and hit the 6th and 5th strings, in other words, the bass end of the chord. It doesn't matter what you get. We're going bass, up, down, up. Bass, 2, 3, and 4, and. Nothing on 2, 3. Come down to C over B, do the same thing, but bass now is not the 6th string, it's the 5th string. And then come down to the D7 chord. If you can hook your thumb over, that's great. Again, same pattern, but for 2 bars. That's the same chord sequence that I played, the same strum pattern that I played at the very beginning, the C over G to G section. You can hear, by the way, it's very important not to hit the open 6th string on that chord. Either hook the thumb over, or make sure your strum doesn't get the 6th string. That's our intro. Let me play it for you. Third time, E minor, C, D7. Looking out at the road, and we're into the song.